Today, we're going to be introducing STRAVIX Meshed, and we'll be applying it on a diabetic foot ulcer. It comes in a jar just like the regular STRAVIX. The beauty is it is single-sided. You don't have to worry about which side goes where, and it can stretch up to 30 square centimeters. And what we're going to do is apply it today on a nasty little heel wound here that they had. We cleaned it up. It's 4 by 7 centimeters. And this is a 3 by 6 graft, so we can stretch it a little bit to fit the entire wound. All right, you can see we have our nice STRAVIX meshed here, and we're going to lay it onto the wound bed. Stretch it out to fit. You can see it's a 4 by 7 wound, but the 3 by 6 fits without any difficulty over the entire wound itself. And so while you're suturing this, generally I use a non-absorbable suture. You have your assistant hold it in place to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere, especially if you're on the lateral aspect of the foot or posterior. You don't want it to slide anywhere. And really we're just trying to make sure we cover as much surface area as we can. And what's nice with this, number one, you ease the burden on the OR because you don't have to take the time to mesh. Number two, you can use more product because it stretches out farther. And three, you have less to worry about as far as seroma and hematoma formation underneath that would possibly lift the graft up. And you can see it sits really nicely, stays there. We can stretch it a little bit if we need just for the suturing. Bring it up to the edge. Okay. And for example, you can see here it's not quite at the edge yet. So what we can do is have our assistant pull it over. There you go, perfect. Thank you, assistant. And suture it over into here. And remember, there's no side to this, so you don't have to try and figure out which side is the Morton jelly side. Because it's fenestrated, it allows to stretch, and it allows a larger surface area for your closure. Let's go this side, get this one. And then once you get the graft on, you work on your postoperative dressing, and it should be a non-adherent contact layer because you don't want anything sticking to this. You can tack it down. You can use a bolster stitch or bolster dressing on here just to hold it down to make sure the mesh stays against the ulceration. One more stitch. And you can see the advantage. It's very easy to suture, easy to place, has nice round contours around bone and soft tissue. You can lay it down and easily suture it. There we go. If for some reason it's sticking up in the center, you can always do a stitch right here in the middle as well. I don't need to do that in this case, but you can always bury an absorbable suture there. So once you're done this, it's usually a non-adherent dressing. Some people will leave it at that and put just a bulky dressing or bolster type dressing on there. And some people will use negative wound pressure therapy for this as well. And that's it, easy.